The WNBA offseason is often filled with surprises, but the Indiana Fever's recent announcement sent shockwaves through the league. Head coach Christie Sides at the helm was relieved of her duties. The move came as a surprise to many, especially considering the Fever had just snapped a six-year playoff drought under Sides' leadership. Sides' tenure in Indiana was short but eventful. Taking over a team that had struggled to find its footing, she brought a renewed sense of energy and optimism. Her coaching style resonated with the players, and it was evident on the court as the Fever showed flashes of their potential throughout the season. The decision to move on from Sides so quickly raises questions about the direction the Fever are headed. Was this season with a playoff berth enough time to judge her impact? Or was this a necessary move to make way for a new voice and vision for the franchise? The Fever's front office clearly felt a change was needed, but only time will tell if parting ways with Sides so soon was the right decision. The Indiana Fever are a franchise steeped in WNBA history. They boast a championship banner from 2012 and have been a model of consistency for much of their existence. However, recent years have been unkind to the Fever faithful. A long and difficult playoff drought had settled over Indianapolis. Since their last postseason appearance in 2016, the Fever had become mired in a cycle of rebuilding and disappointment. High draft picks offered hope, but the team struggled to translate potential into wins. The drought wore on the organization and its fans. The once-packed stands at Bankers Life Fieldhouse had dwindled, reflecting the team's struggles on the court. The Fever needed a spark, a catalyst to reignite the passion and bring winning basketball back to Indiana. Enter Christie Sides. A young and energetic coach, Sides brought a wealth of experience and a fresh perspective to the Fever. Tasked with turning around a franchise desperate for success, she embraced the challenge head-on. Her coaching style resonated with the players. She emphasized a fast-paced, offensive-minded game that played to the strengths of her young roster. The Fever, while still a work in progress, showed marked improvement throughout the 2023 season. The highlight of Sides' brief tenure came at the end of the regular season. Against all odds, the Fever clinched a playoff berth, ending their six-year drought. The city of Indianapolis erupted in celebration, and the Fever were once again relevant on the national stage. The Caitlin Clark era, a new hope in Indiana. The 2023 WNBA draft brought with it a seismic shift for the Indiana Fever. Holding the coveted #1 pick, the Fever selected Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark, a generational talent poised to take the league by storm. Clark's arrival in Indianapolis instantly changed the trajectory of the franchise. Her electrifying play and infectious enthusiasm injected new life into the team and the city. Fans flocked to Bankers Life Fieldhouse to witness the dawn of a new era. The Fever, with Clark at the helm, are no longer a rebuilding project. They are a team with championship aspirations. The front office has made it clear that building a contender around Clark is the top priority. This new direction, while exciting, likely played a role in the decision to move on from Sides. The case for and against was firing Sides the right move. The decision to fire Christie Sides after a short time has been met with mixed reactions. Some believe it was a hasty decision, especially considering the team's playoff appearance. Others argue that it was a necessary move to usher in the Caitlin Clark era. Those who support the decision point to the need for a coach with a proven track record of success. Sides, while showing promise, is still a relatively inexperienced head coach. The Fever, with a roster built around Clark, need a coach who can guide them to a championship. On the other hand, Sides supporters believe she deserved more time to implement her vision. She had earned the trust of her players and had shown she could win in this league. Firing her now, especially after ending the playoff drought, sends a message of instability to the rest of the league.